Have you ever felt a shiver down your spine hearing the name Titanic? It's more than a shipwreck, a time capsule beneath the waves, a steel tomb holding stories. We're about to dive into the heart of a legend. Picture this: 1912 Belfast. A behemoth of iron and steel longer than anything mankind had ever built rises from the docks. This was the Titanic, a floating palace over 269 meters of luxury and ambition. But as we all know, pride comes before a fall, and the Titanic was no exception. Imagine the heat, the sweat, the sheer manpower. Titanic's heart was her engine room, a symphony of fire and steam. 176 men fed the insatiable beast with over 600 tons of coal every single day, without rest. Step into a world of luxury. The Titanic wasn't just big, it was beautiful. Grand staircases, Turkish baths, swimming pools, even a squash court. For first-class passengers, money was no object. Let's talk indulgence. The Titanic's cargo wasn't just precious metals and fine art. Below decks were provisions fit for a king, or 2,200 thirsty passengers. We're talking 20,000 bottles of beer, 1,500 bottles of wine, and 8,000 cigars. Imagine descending a staircase fit for a palace, each step echoing with adventure. The Titanic's grand staircase was a statement. 7 decks high, adorned with bronze cherubs and intricate carvings, it was the heart of the ship. Today, replicas in museums try to capture its grandeur, but nothing compares to the original, lost beneath the waves. The White Swan Hotel in Alnwick, England holds a secret. Walk through its doors and up its grand staircase and you'll touch history. These banisters, polished by time and countless hands, once graced the Titanic's sister ship, the Olympic. A chilling reminder that these weren't just ships but works of art, tragically lost too soon. Now let's talk about safety, or the lack of it. The Titanic carried just 16 wooden lifeboats, enough for a little over 1,000 souls. 1,000 out of 2,200 on board. A gamble, a roll of the dice that fate answered. The Titanic's story isn't all glamour and luxury. Her construction was a feat of engineering, but it came at a cost. 2 years of back-breaking labor, of sweat and toil, and sadly, of blood. 2 men lost their lives building the dream, and 246 were injured. The Titanic's anchors were legendary. Imagine the strength it took to hoist these behemoths, each one weighing over 15 tons. It took 20 horses to move one across the ground, a symbol of the Titanic's immense scale and raw power. May 31st, 1911. Belfast buzzed with excitement. Over 100,000 people lined the docks, their eyes fixed on the behemoth about to meet its watery domain. The Titanic, a vision in steel, slipped gracefully into the water, a moment of triumph that would soon turn to tragedy. A day to remember. 11:40 p.m., April 14th, 1912. A night like any other, until it wasn't. Lookout Frederick Fleet, his eyes scanning the dark horizon, saw it, a shimmering, ghostly shape emerging from the mist. Iceberg, right ahead. His words, etched in history, signaled the beginning of the end. The Titanic's fate was sealed. The night was shattered by the sound of metal screaming, orders shouted, and prayers whispered. Around 2:20 a.m., April 15th, the Titanic, once deemed unsinkable, succumbed to the icy grip of the Atlantic. Imagine the terror, the chaos, as the once vibrant ship slipped beneath the waves, taking with her the hopes and dreams of over 1,500 souls. The aftermath was a scene of unimaginable sorrow. Of the thousands lost, only 306 bodies were recovered, each a silent testament to the tragedy. Today, the Maritime Museum in Halifax, Nova Scotia, stands as a solemn reminder. Among the artifacts, a deck chair, a pair of shoes, each whispering a story of lives cut short. For decades, the Titanic lay undisturbed, a graveyard reclaimed by the sea. Then, in 1985, she was found. 2 miles beneath the surface, shrouded in darkness, the wreck stands as a solemn reminder of the night arrogance met its match, left to the memories of those lost and the whispers of the deep. It's crazy, right? You think you know the Titanic, but there's always more beneath the surface. It's like she's still out there, whispering her secrets to the deep. The more we listen, the more we learn about that night and ourselves. We can't let them fade away. The Titanic still has lessons for us.